Welcome back to my lovely garrison. This time we are quickly going over an add-on called Exorsus Raid Tools. If you don't have it, download it and then you can look this video. I'm gonna take my chat here and we're gonna start with it. First of all, what you're gonna do is you write /ERT and it opens up the menu. I'm gonna hide my chat and we're gonna start going over this one. Exorsus Raid Tools, or as often called ERT, has a lot of things with it inside of it. We're just gonna go quickly all over them, and then if you need, you should do some more investigations by yourself. But basically what we got here is raid cooldowns, a battle res window, fight logs, possibility to log the fights, raid inspect, a note or a personal note just like angry assignments, raid check, food, flask, runes, all that stuff. Invite tools, you can set auto invite for certain if people whisper you something, you will auto invite them. Marking bars, marks, timers, bonus loot, raid attendance, boss mod statistics, who pulled, and so on. One of the most important things in my opinion is the raid cooldown thingy. What I have over here set up is like this. I'm gonna unlock them, so you will, let's turn this way so you will see the columns over here. I got 1, 2, 3. First one is for healing cooldowns like Divine Hymn, Tranquility, Healing Tide Totem, Revival, Darkness, Spirit Link, Power Barrier, and that kind of stuff. The second one is for Blessing of Protection and Innovates, and then the third one is for tanks' own defensive cooldowns. Like for example, a monk has Black Ox Brew, Zen Meditation, Fortifying Brew, Purifying Brew. There's Dancing Rune Weapon from Death Knights, Consumption, the Artifact ability, Argent Defender, Divine Protection, and so on. I'm gonna show you the test mode, how it turns out. For some reason the test mode mixed them up, but still here you see what it looks like. So basically I will get my healing cooldowns here in the first column, Innovates and Blessing of Protections on the second one, and the third is for tank defensives. Again, for some reason Exorsus Raid Tools just puts whatever in whichever when you open the test mode, so you don't see it as it is in Raid for me, but that's the whole idea. There are millions of, not millions, but a lot of different kind of options how to set them up. You just go to templates and you choose whatever you want to over here. I'm not gonna mix them up here for myself, because if I do it, it takes time to make them back just the way I want to. But you get the general idea. You just choose whatever you want, and then you go to the general. You can add how many lines you want. I'm usually going with 14. It's even more than I want. You can select the width. For me it's 100. You can go to 250 or whatever. And then again, preference all over again. You can go alpha, check how well you want them to be seen. You can scale them a little bit more, bigger, smaller. Again, matter of preference. Number of lines in a row, you can have a lot of them, or indents between the lines. You can make them a little more spacey in a way. I just have it on 1, I think, on mine. I'm gonna close the test mode. Yeah, it's broken. And then the background alpha, you can have them. I just like to have invisible stuff in there, just like I have on my SCADA. I don't want to see anything that I don't need at the time. Then you go to the icons. You can make the icon size bigger and smaller and so on. A lot of different kind of options here. Just go through with it, make them how you want, but the most important thing is that it has it in it. The raid cooldown setup from Exorsus Raid Tools is amazing. If it's missing a spell, you can add it from the spell list. You can just go add spell from the list, choose the one that's missing it, and then just add it, and it'll come here, and you can select which column you want it into, and automatically it shows what spec is from, and so on. Really nice, really easy to set up, and really helpful. Another thing is raid inspect. You just click raid inspect, and if it doesn't, for some reason it doesn't show your raid, just press force, give it some time, it'll download everything. It shows the spec, all the items, you see the enchants and everything, and if something is flashing red, like my ring here, it's missing either an enchant or gem or both. So basically, if some of your guildies is a slacker, you can let them know that in this way. One more important thing is the note. It works just like angry assignments, but this one has a personal note also. I just wrote this here as a tutorial. You can write anything important here that you need to remind yourself about. If there's something specific in an encounter you need to remind yourself about, you can make a personal note about it, and it'll just stick there. Again, you can go to the settings, make the background alpha so you don't have any background, you just see the text, or you can make it very visible in a way. You can make write everything ready just like in angry assignments for each boss. Then you just select which boss you want it to load on. Now we think about we are on Nythendra, so we open up the Nythendra assignments. This one is Finnish because of my old guild that I use it with, but basically you have everything here. You can use class colors for it, everything, and then you have your personal note underneath it in case you have one. Easy to do, really useful, and again, this is just something you want to have because everything is in one nice add-on. Then the raid check, you can check for flask food. Of course, now it doesn't do anything because I'm alone in my garrison, but you get the idea. Invite tools, you can get the auto invite. I got, if someone whispers me either inv or 123, they get an auto invite to my group. Not really a game breaker, but makes life a little bit easier. Then you see this panel here in the top corner. For some reason the markers doesn't work if I'm not in a party or raid, so I cannot show them, but basically they are the ground markers which you can use wherever. You can see from the color, you click the blue one and then you get the marker and you just click it on the ground and that's it. Then you have the blue marker on the ground. Or another thing, you can just target someone and mark the target with these, either purple. You have all the red markers here. And then you got the ready check, you got pull timer, everything that you basically need as a raid leader or party leader, group leader, whatever. Really nice, really useful to have. That's about it this time. Of course, well, one more thing, you have this statistic bosses over here. So for each boss you see the amount of pulls you've had, like for example on scenarios I've had 127 pulls and my first kill was the pull number 101. And you also see the time you spent on that boss, which is 6 hours and 20 minutes for me. And the fastest kill time is 3 minutes and 33 seconds. I mean 34 seconds. I'm sorry for my English. And if it's interesting for you or you wanna know, you see who also died first on the first kill you had. But that's about it this time. Next time we're gonna go a little bit over player and target frames and that kind of stuff a little bit, and then we are getting closer to the last video, wherein we are going to build a whole new UI for a whole new character. We are gonna build it from nothing to what I'm using at the moment. So again, thanks for watching. If you think I'm missing something or you want to know about something more, just hook me up in Discord or in game or How to Priest forums or in YouTube, wherever, and we will get it done. Have a good one and hope this helps you. See ya.